Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you for tuning in. If you've newly discovered the channel, stick around. You might like the videos I make and consider giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content today. From the title and from the image on screen, you can tell we're going to be talking about heart-shaped bags, hopefully. I was inspired to purchase a heart-shaped bag when I saw the Chanel large heart bag. I fell in love with the aesthetic. However, I did not love Chanel prices. What I did like and what I wanted and what I had as a must on my list was that it had to be black, it had to be quilted in terms of the design. And I was pretty much flexible on everything else, but I just felt the bag had to be very statement. So it needed to be that if I wore it, you could tell this was heart-shaped. It needed to be black leather. It needed to be a quilted design. Other aesthetics with the Chanel bag specifically was you had this front flap that was a turn lock. You also had a back pocket. Now, I personally, if I had Chanel money, I don't think I would still pay Chanel prices, okay? I probably own 2 Chanel items and they were pre-loved and I felt I was getting massive value and I wasn't paying anything near the £7,000 that this bag sold for. So I was inspired. I wanted a bag. I saw everybody doing reviews about heart-shaped bags, but personally, I just felt with the way I dress, a heart-shaped bag was just going to add to my styling. It was just going to be such a statement piece. So I wanted 1, maybe 2 in my collection. I will say, if you are in the market and you have Chanel coin, you can still get this Chanel large heart bag pre-loved. So here you can see there's one in white available for £6,000. I'm just putting it out there in case anybody is in the market for Chanel, okay? This is a channel about Luxe, Luxe for less, but if you want to just do Luxe at Luxe prices, it is out there as well, guys. So I'm going to show you clips of the 2 bags I ended up buying that are heart-shaped. I ended up reaching for one of my bags today when I had to run some errands, and that's what gave me the inspiration to make today's video because I thought somebody might be out there and they want a statement bag as well. Geiger was one of the designs I considered. I did not purchase from Geiger London, but I went into my local department store. I tried this bag on. Fantastic. The leather is great quality. However, the reason I went for the bag I purchased, I will explain in a moment. But this is a top contender at £178 if anyone is interested. They do have it in other colors, as you can see on screen as well. Spade is another brand. I have some SLGs from them. I know the leather is good quality, stands the test of time, so I was open to purchasing it from Kate Spade. However, I didn't like that the zip was very shallow opening, as you can see here. So whilst that's not per se a deal breaker, I knew there were other bags that had wider openings because the zips would go further down. But otherwise, it was black, it was going to be leather, it was quilted design. The other brand I considered was Vivienne Westwood. This bag, guys, is so buttery soft. It's lamb leather. It's called the Napa Mini Heart Crossbody bag at £177. This is an excellent price point. You can see what I mean here, where the zip goes all the way down. Okay, it goes all the way to the bottom of this bag. However, it wasn't a quilted design, and that was non-negotiable. I wanted it to be a quilted pattern. So you might be wondering, what bag did I get? If it's not the Vivienne Westwood, which you can currently get for $177, or the Kate Spade $150, or Kate Geiger $178, what did I go for? So I went for the Coach Quilted Heart Crossbody bag in black, guys. You can get this bag in a range of colors, but on my non-negotiable was the bag had to be black, it had to be quilted, and I wanted it to be very clearly a heart-shaped statement bag. This ticked all the boxes. And the reason I went for this and not the Kate Geiger was because it was monochrome, guys. So you can see the logo, the hardware, anything attached to this bag, it's all in black. So I just felt that was more of an aesthetic choice and it just made more of a statement. There was no gold or silver to detract. Also, the opening on this bag is very wide. So the zip goes all the way down because the strap attachment and the zip are side by side. So one does not halt the other, if that makes sense. So I love this bag. You're going to see clips of it. I've had it 3 years now. It's going strong. It's one of my beloved bags, okay? You can still get the Coach bag from pre-loved websites. So here you can see 180 and places like eBay. But do vet your sellers, guys. When I bought my bag, I got it for 300 and something. Definitely getting my cost per wear. I had a couple of discount vouchers because the bags were selling around 380, 400 at that time. So while this bag doesn't have the front flap or the back pocket that you get with the Chanel bag, it met all my other requirements and I've used this bag loads. However, this was not the bag I used today that inspired my video. The bag I used today was from Steve Madden. Now, why did I purchase from Steve Madden when I already had the Coach bag? Because this, guys, is definitely Chanel inspired. Say what you want, but this is definitely Chanel inspired. So with this bag, you get that front flap, that's the twist lock, okay? You get the quilted pattern. You also get the zip coming down quite significantly, so the opening is easy to get into. And you get a back pocket, perfect for just resting your phone for a bit, or a card, or a very slim wallet. The opening, as you can see here, is just a large capacity. Fantastic. When this launched with Steve Madden, they had it in pink, they had it in black. It was with gold hardware. I got it in the black. At the moment, if you're interested, this is on sale currently. It's called the Be Heart Black. Okay. So the one thing I will say, this is not leather. So I already had my Coach in leather that I loved. And I just wanted something that was more Chanel design inspired, because that is what actually inspired me to get a heart-shaped bag. This is the bag I wore out today. I'm going to insert videos so you can see how it's doing. I've had it 2 and a bit years. Had the Coach for longer. But this and my Coach, I have no complaints. If you are in the market for any of those bags, I've shown you those bags. Links will be in the description. However, Amazon also have a very Chanel inspired version, as you can see here. It's well reviewed. It's £42. It's Amazon, so you get next day delivery. What I will say with this bag is it's not leather, okay? So it's faux leather. But as you can see, the front flap is there, but it's a click. It's a clip-in. It's not a twist lock. But you do have that back pocket, and you can see the size dimension. You can see the strap is adjustable. This seller on Amazon also has a version that's more similar to the Coach version, in case anyone was wanting that. Again, not real leather, but as you can see, it's quilted, okay? The zip does come down about halfway, not as deep as the Coach would do. You can see the strap is adjustable. You can see the dimensions of the bag. And unlike the Coach one, this has a top handle, okay? So just giving everyone options. All links are in the description. If you've enjoyed the video so far, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you have enjoyed the content I've shared today, consider subscribing. If you have any feedback, do let me know in the comments if any of the bags have caught your fancy, if you own a heart-shaped bag yourself, if you now think you might want a heart-shaped bag, and if you're in the market for any of the bags I've shown you today, okay? I will either insert it as a clip, the Coach bag that I own and use on a regular basis, and my Steve Madden, or I will film them as an additional video and attach. But links for all bags will be in the description, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.